What's up? How are you? Good seeing you. I mean that. I do. I mean that. And I mean that. I mean it. Uh, I'm just, like, how's everything? In these past couple of days, uh, in these past couple of days, like, I've had to, I've had to come to terms with, I've had to come to terms with a level of, like, was really like the truth, like, which is like, I feel like there's the, I'll say some key words here, which is like expectations, uh you know uh, expectations and self-acceptance. That's like that's really the biggest two that I'm seeing, which is like, yo, like the expectations that you set for yourself. And I could literally just sit and talk about this right now, which is like, uh these expectations that we set for, I think this is way too loud, but I think these expectations that we set for ourselves are like, it's just, you can't set like crazy expectations for yourself. I mean this, and it's, there is such thing as like having a standard. I believe in like upholding a standard. I think that's great, having goals, having like, and saying, hey, uh this is the kind of person that I aspire to be. This is the quality of life that I seek to pursue and have. I think that's very important to have. Uh, and I mean this like, to have wild expectations for yourself, moment after moment. That's heavy. That's heavy, and you're looking to uphold these standards. You're looking for, whatever certain type of quality of life that you're looking for, right? Whatever it might be, you just know it has to be good. It has to be great. The moment to moment expectations have to be so much smaller. And I mean this like, yo, like, I can't we can't try to like, the further the goal, the smaller the steps. The bigger the goal, the smaller the steps, right? And the reason for that is because that big monstrous goal, what it's gonna do is it's going to discourage horribly. Horribly. It's going to discourage. It's going to make you feel like, yo, I like, and this is the other half, is if your steps aren't small enough, if your steps in every single moment isn't small enough to the point where you can feel the collaboration that you're having with yourself, if it's not that small, that big goal is just gonna eat you. You're gonna create, and it's sad, like you're gonna create this like monster, this like huge beast that you feel like you have to go against, and it's gonna hurt you. You can't do that to yourself. You can't, and it's gonna discourage you, and especially if you just got started along your journey, you have to be held preciously. Your willpower has to be held preciously, because it's strong. It's very strong, especially when you're young. You get to do a lot more. And so, and nobody talks about this, which is like, how do you, a lot of people say, oh, the youth is wasted on the young. I think a lot of people don't really understand what their youth was really about, or at least who they really like. It was just a blur. It was just quick. It just happened. And so like, and I'm speaking to the young ones, which is like, yo, like, don't, like, all the stuff that old people do, which is like, oh, you get a therapist, you take care of your health. Do that. Like, don't be like, shamelessly do that stuff now. Shamelessly. You're taking care of your health. You're doing the shadow work, or journaling and understanding yourself, and you're to a degree truly taking care of the youth. of the youth that you currently have now, right? And one of the biggest things is like, well, yes, you're gonna have these big goals, you're gonna have these huge things, and your expectations moment to moment have to completely vary, completely, because the way you might be able to move one day is completely different than the way you're gonna move another day. Those are those these like two from yesterday to today to today to tomorrow. Very different kind of people that you're dealing with. Very different kind of states and persons and person. All these things, and you can never ever ever you can't compare who you were this one very great day to who you are on an average day. On an average day, can't do that to yourself. And so expectations, like really expectations, and we'll move into self-acceptance in a bit. Understand that, because you don't, you're gonna have these great goals that you want to go after, and you can't like, you can't let them eat you from inside and crush you every single time you don't meet those expectations. Don't let that happen to you, because day after day you constantly beat yourself up for not waking up early enough, or eating exactly how you'd like to eat, or speaking to exactly who you'd want to speak to. Those things are going to eat you up from inside. Don't beat yourself up like that. It's not good. It's not going to get you anywhere, and it's not going to help you truly reach your goals. What truly is going to say, hey, I just want the smallest step you can give me right now. The smallest, most it's just, I don't care how small it has to be. I don't care how small. Just, and anything will get me there. Will get us there, you know? And having that kind of attitude with yourself is gonna truly change, and it's just gonna change everything. And you'll see like action does compound. Action compounds. So you really shouldn't care how small. Oh, but it has to be, you ain't doing this or that. Nah, man. Uh, acceptance, self-acceptance, and then we'll probably move into compassion after that. Self-acceptance, man, like to accept self-acceptance. I think it's one of the best remedies to your ego, if not like, because when you're saying, oh, you're gonna accept yourself, what are you really accepting? You know, it's like, what are you really accepting? It's your true self, which isn't necessarily what you really even think you are. Which that's what the ego is. It's what you think you are, and you kind of have you try to your best to uphold those. Um, but nonetheless, when you truly accept, like self-acceptance, when you say, "Oh, this is," and it kind of goes into the compassion in a way, which is like, "Well, this is who I really am today. This is how I woke up. This is how I am. This is what I am." And you go about it and say, "Hey, this is what we've got." And I think acceptance is a powerful place to move from. Incredibly powerful, you know. This and it uh, you gotta accept yourself. You gotta accept yourself. You gotta truly, truly accept who you are. And I mean like deep self-acceptance. When you say, oh, this is where I'm going, this is who I am, this is how I woke up, all that. Just accept it. Like, yo, that's it. And I think your true self your true self actually shines. It's not gonna fall underneath, like, it's not gonna fall underneath whatever expectations you have from yourself. Because that's really what the ego is. The ego is all these expectations that you have and try to uphold and you try to keep it together, and then all of a sudden it's just it falls apart at the first glimpse of a challenge. It's not. It's not. How do I say it? It's not even like it's beyond brittle. It's beyond brittle, and you'll constantly be reminded of all the. You'll constantly be reminded of who you truly are. So it's just better to accept it. Accept who you are ahead of time. Just accept that stuff. And then we have compassion. I think compassion, this one is true. Like, compassion is the true antidote for the ego. Has to be. It has to be. Because the ego is completely formulated on is formulated on the it's formulated on getting away or trying to or the or like upholding those expectations despite who you really are, despite how you really feel, despite how you really are, going about life. And compassion is like the water, is like literally the water that just like deteriorates all that. It deteriorates the mask that's made out of dust. It completely does. And it says, well, hey, you don't, like, if if you're in charge of doing the things that you have to do throughout the day, and you're not and those things aren't getting done. Compassion is like, well, let's figure it out, me and you, let's do it. What's going on? What's going on? And you sit, you breathe with yourself. You sit and you breathe with yourself, and you get to it. You say, man, this is what's going on. This is who I am. This is what's going on. And compassion creates the field for you to really understand that, and to not avoid, and to not create this falsified reality of to just to not lie to yourself and say, I still want to, go, despite you saying, nah, I'm not ready yet. It does that. Compassion heals that. Compassion creates it's the remedy for understanding. It really is. It really is, man. And and it helps. Like, ultimately, it always comes back down to the smallest step, the smallest. And that's where you have to work with yourself. Have to, man. Not to have it all, because it's all you have. It's all you have. You don't got nobody else. You ain't got nothing else. You got you. That's all you got. You just got you. You got, and it starts with you. It starts with how you treat yourself. It starts with how you love yourself. It starts with, you know, that's how it starts. And it doesn't, and it's not, doesn't start with your expectations. Doesn't, I mean, it can, because you set your goals, you go ahead, you start putting stuff together, and you say, hey, this is some of the stuff that I want to do, and these are the things that I want in my life. And but it always comes back to who you are now, and where you are now, and how you truly feel, and why you even feel that way in the first place, right? It's like, yeah, you could push. Oh man, you could push. Oh, you could push to your heart. You could push all the way. Go ahead, you could push all the way. That's not gonna sustain you. That's not gonna sustain nothing. That's not gonna keep you going. It might kick you. It might kick off, right? It's a good kickoff, but it's not the is not what's gonna keep you going. It's not. Anyways, um, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. If you've gotten this far, thank you. I really do. Thank you. As always, a link to the sweater will be down below. I really plan on taking more photos of it soon. I got a couple samples coming in. Just one really. Got one sample coming in. I'm gonna take a picture of it. Show you, shine as much light on it as I possibly can. It's really cool. The design is honestly really nice. I'm excited to show you guys that. The mentorship down below. I'm working a lot more on the framework and the system that's currently being used. So yeah, definitely sign up. It's 175 per session. Um, yeah, it's really it. And sign up for the newsletter. That's a great way to stay connected. And of course, the if you got anything from this episode, please leave a like so it can get to other people like us and increase the impact. Thank you.